Now, you might be wondering, what in the world is adjusted basis and why is it so important? Well, essentially, adjusted basis is the term that's used by the IRS to define what they believe the value of the property is at any given point in time. And it's important because real estate doesn't operate the same way, let's say, a used car does, having that Kelley Blue Book value. And I'm going to get into some of those nuts and bolts now. So essentially, suppose that we step back in time to 2020 and we buy a brand new Honda Accord for $30,000. Every year that I own that car, it's losing value as a result of depreciation plus something called economic obsolescence. Now, today, 2025, say that car is worth $20,000. It's lost $2,000 of value each year for 5 years. It's a total loss of $10,000. I call this the Kelley Blue Book value. Now, that Kelley Blue Book value is exactly the same process that the IRS uses to determine what they believe the real estate asset is worth. Each year, they assume that it's losing value for the same exact reasons as that Honda Accord: wear and tear and economic obsolescence. And at any time, they can tell you exactly what they believe the asset is worth. The original basis, what you paid for it, plus acquisition cost. So in our instance, it's going to be that purchase price plus the brokerage fees, less total depreciation. And that's how they come up with it. So at any point in time, they can tell you what that property's worth. That's, again, going to be the original basis, which is what you paid for it, plus those acquisition costs, less the depreciation that you wrote off on the property. Now, this is called the adjusted basis. In my Honda example, it would be $30,000 original basis minus $10,000 of depreciation over the total of 5 years equals $20,000 for the adjusted basis. Now, to your question, who cares? Now, who cares about the adjusted basis? Well, if you were to sell that asset for $1 more than the adjusted basis, congratulations, you have a gain. Now, reverting back to the Honda example, if I were to sell that 2020 Accord today for $21,000, I wouldn't think I had a gain. I bought it for $30,000, right? How could I have a gain? Because Kelley Blue Book says that 5-year-old car should have lost a total of $10,000 and should be worth $20,000, but I'm selling it for $1,000 more. Now, that, friends, means that I have $1,000 gain and would be subject to tax. That's why it's so important.